we fought the good fight, and after 2.5 years, COVID got us. Now, I will say that there were times in the past that I thought we had COVID, and I would say it was one time a year ago. We had all gone to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios last September. And we all, 6 days later, ended up sick. And I went with a group of people, and a couple of the people in our group had tested positive. And they had all the same symptoms that we did. We never tested, and so we just assumed that we had it because somebody in our group had it. Having tested positive now and feeling what COVID feels like, I now know for certain that we did not have COVID. It did not feel anything like this. It felt like the common cold or a flu bug. This is different. For those of you who have had it, you know what I'm talking about. I wanted to come on and give an update because I posted something on Facebook and Instagram, and I know so many of you are worried and wanting to know how we are doing. I will tell you that Allison tested first, and she came up positive with an at-home antigen test. And her test came up positive within 2 minutes. As soon as the fluid was going across the test strip, it was pink. It didn't even have to get to the control line. And we had already seen that she had COVID. Kayla and I went ahead and decided, because we were a little, I would say we had small symptoms, but by this time, Allie had a fever and had already started saying her throat hurt and whatnot. And so Kayla and I didn't test until the next day. And our test came out negative, but we were already starting to show symptoms. We had a sore throat, the body aches were definitely setting in, and a dull headache. And this headache is like no other headache that I've ever had. It's a very dull one that's like in the back of your head. And up until yesterday, it wasn't a bad headache, but yesterday it was a really bad headache. And it did feel like that of a caffeine headache. And when you don't have enough caffeine and you get that really bad headache that just doesn't go away, and Tylenol or ibuprofen doesn't help it, that was what I had last night. Thankfully, that is gone. But Kayla and I tested 3 days after Allison, and then we came up positive. Allison is doing okay. I wouldn't say that she has severe symptoms. I would say that they are moderate. They are definitely not mild. She is going symptom for symptom. And with that, I mean that Allison started off with the itchy, scratchy throat. It went to a sore throat. Then she ended up feeling weak. I don't know that Allie really had body aches. If she did, she didn't tell me that everything hurt. But then that night she did have 102 fever, and then it's kind of just, she's gone downhill from there. And once one symptom starts, it lasts for a day or two, and then another symptom comes on for her. And so right now, Allison is in, I would say, like the gastral part of it. She's got the upset stomach, vomiting, and diarrhea. And as of last night, she has now got the respiratory part of it coming on, where she started coughing and she had a new sore throat because the sore throat had gone. And so Kayla is the one that we were most worried about because Kayla has respiratory issues. And so with that being said, Kayla and I did get fully vaccinated and boosted. And our booster shot was 7 months ago. If there was going to be another booster shot, it was due for us, I would say, June 19th. And so we are a month out of the 6-month mark, but I don't even know that there's gonna be another booster for anybody. And I don't know that I really want to do another booster. I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted about it. I'm not sure that I want to take a shot every 6 months on top of a flu shot and everything else. I don't know. I'll have to do a bit more research on it, but we'll see. You know, for now, we were fully boosted or for now, we were fully vaccinated and boosted. Allie is not. And so with Kayla, I am a bit worried because we are all really as sick as we are. And so I'm hoping that even though we are a month out of, or 7 months out from our last booster shot, that this vaccine is going to do what it was designed to do and just keep Kayla from getting severely sick and out of the hospital. And when we did the vaccine, we didn't do it with the misconception of thinking that it was going to stop us from getting COVID. We knew full well that it would not, but we were happy with knowing that if we did get it, it would be a sickness that we could fight and that we would not get severely sick and Kayla wouldn't end up in the hospital on a ventilator. And so, as of right now, Kayla seemed to be doing the best until last night. Yesterday, she was saying, I don't think I'm going to get any worse. I'm actually feeling pretty good today. But last night happened. She woke up and she took a turn for the worse. She's got body aches like she's never had before. She is not feeling good at all today. And this is day 3 for Kayla and I. Day 4 for Kayla and I, and it's day 6 for Allison. And so, and I will tell you, we didn't get this from being in a public venue. We actually got this from somebody that we unknowingly didn't know that they had tested positive. And so, and we were around them and didn't know. And so obviously, had we known, we wouldn't have been around them. But with that being said, it is what it is. It was bound to happen, but boy, oh boy, did we put up a good fight for 2.5 years. And me, today, I'm actually feeling a tiny bit better, but I am starting to feel the respiratory part of it come on. I've definitely got a cough coming on that I hadn't had in the last few days. It feels cold when I breathe in, like I can feel something different in there. And there is a bit of congestion that's starting to happen. And so I honestly have been sleeping on the couch here. Mostly because when I had the body aches, my soft bed was too soft and it was making it worse. And so the stiffer, firmer couch felt a bit better for me. And so I've just kind of planted myself here. At night though, I do sleep in my bed with Allison so I can keep an eye on her and keep checking on her. And that way I'm only just a couple footsteps away from checking on Kayla. Gosh, I just, thank goodness for DoorDash and Walmart grocery order delivery, because I tell you, if those weren't available, I don't know what I would do. I really don't. I haven't been up to cooking anything. I really haven't. Even just going into the kitchen to microwave something has been a task. I would say even getting up to go take a shower takes an energy level that just feels like it's non-existent, and it drains everything out of me, Kayla and Allie, to take a shower. I would say the hard part of this for me is feeling like I'm in it alone, because I am in it alone, doing it alone, and not having my mom to call, or my mom call me, checking on me, having to be really strong when I am fearful for Kayla and Allison, of course, and having to do it when I'm feeling is less than as I'm feeling. The other day, and I'll tell you, and this could probably be too much information, but Allison was throwing up everywhere and she couldn't make it to the bathroom. and I could not physically get out of bed. I felt dizzy. I felt like I couldn't even hold my own body up to get out of bed. And there Allison is with COVID, throwing up. She's nervous and scared about what's going on because she's never been this sick before. And all she wants is her mom. And I am literally rolling my butt out of bed and just sitting on the floor with her and just trying to hold her hair back while my head is leaning against the cabinets. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a moment of self-pity that night, that I was angry and frustrated that I was doing this alone and that I didn't have any outside help or support system. And I felt sorry for myself, and I called a friend of mine, and they reminded me about how strong I am and what my job is and what I needed to do. And I think in that moment I needed to be reminded of that. So I had my moment, I shook it off, and then I knew that I needed to be strong for Kayla and Allison. And even if I was sitting on the floor in a puddle of vomit with Allison holding her hair, at least she wasn't alone. And that's been the hard part is, you know, I mean, I don't think that in this scenario that I ever thought about all three of us being sick at the same time and feeling as bad as we all do at the same time. I have always been the person in this house that never got sick and took care of everybody. And I tell you, people were flabbergasted that I would be the one taking care of everybody, and they'd say, hey, you need to take care of yourself. You're gonna go down next. And I never would. I've got and have had an immune system that was made of steel, and with this, I don't. And so I feel like that's been the hardest part, is just all of us being sick at the same time. And here comes Kayla right now. She cut all her hair off, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. She chopped all her hair off. I love it. She hasn't even had a chance to enjoy it yet. Look at it, is gone. She cut, I want to say 18 inches off of it almost. Yeah, it looks so good though. It's so fun. Yeah, Fred is very worried about us. That's another thing, is that through this, all of a sudden Winnie has picked up a new behavior of licking our hands. Watching out for all your girls. I'm taking care of all your girls, your humans. I'm taking care of us, baby. That is not something that Winnie has ever done. Winnie is not a licker. She's a sniffer, but she is not a licker. And yet, for whatever reason, she keeps coming and licking our hands. And I don't know if it's to wake us up because she's worried about us and she wants us to move. But she is super attentive to all of us and is making her rounds to all three of us all day, every day. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah,
like,
she's just down the hallway looking for me too.
Yeah, she does. She goes and looks for us, and when she doesn't see you, she jumps up on the bed and starts licking your hand. And so I think it's that she just wants to see some movement from us. But the intuition of this dog is amazing. Winnie. Oh, say hi, everybody. Hi. Such a good girl. Did the daytime medicine help you?
Yeah, it did. The aspartame helped me.
The neck.
Yeah.
The only thing we are taking, I will say that we are taking vitamin C and zinc. Oh, hi. Hi, beautiful girl. You want to steal the show? Everybody's going to be looking at you. You're lucky. Tell everybody we didn't know, but when we got you, Beth gave you a COVID vaccine. Huh. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, there's a vaccine for COVID for the dogs. Baby. Oh, thank you. It's so nice to meet you, Fred. You just want my hand out of your face. You're so cute, Winnie. We are taking vitamin C and
sit outside for a little bit.
yeah, zinc, sitting outside for 15 or 20 minutes. We haven't done it twice a day like we should because it's been like 110 here. And so it's just miserable, but we do definitely try to get that vitamin D in. The zinc and the vitamin C are a must at least once a day. And for us, and this is not me giving anybody advice at all, so do not listen to me. If you do have COVID, talk to your doctor. But we use just over-the-counter daytime severe cold and flu, and that seems to take, I feel like, the edge off of it. It helps with the body aches. And yeah, the 3.5 hour mark, when it starts wearing off, you can definitely feel all the symptoms setting back in. But Kayla's doctor was real diligent, is that the word, about getting you a nebulizer, like, and making sure that we were prepared for the worst case scenario. And so her doctor had gotten us a nebulizer, the liquid albuterol for it, and then what is that blow thing to exercise your lungs? The plastic thing, the flow vent.
It's just something. I don't know what it's called. It's to test like the capacity of your lungs.
Yeah, and so yeah.
Oh, that thing?
No, the thing that you blow into and then the ball.
Yeah, that's just to test
your lung capacity.
Yeah, to see like if you could still blow out as much as you should.
And so yeah, we have all of that stuff. She's got a regular just inhaler to help with coughs and opening her up. And so, and then of course we did get a O2 reader at Walgreens so we could read our oxygen levels and keep track of that, so we have a good baseline of that and just keeping track. And so I feel like we're doing everything that we can do to fight this and just catch anything before it happens sooner than later. And so with that, I just wanted to give you all kind of an update and let you know how we were feeling, because I know so many of you subscribers are thinking of us and praying for us and worried about us. And honestly, the best thing you can do right now, if I'm being completely honest, which is not something I've ever done on my channel, is just continue to watch my videos, continue to watch my updates, because that will allow me the time I need to heal and take care of the girls, because I don't have it in me to DIY right now and edit a DIY video. And so when I put these updates up, if you can just watch them, that will really just help give me the time that we need to get past this, and hopefully it doesn't last too much longer and it doesn't get much worse, and we are on the road to recovery and back to a normal life. And so with that, everybody, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay positive, because we are. Bye for now, everybody.